What is a trend line in Forex? A trend line is a straight line drawn on a Forex chart or really any other instrument or trading chart that connects two or more price points and extends into the future to act as a line of support or resistance. All right, folks, it's really quite simple. What we are looking for is something like this, right? This is price. And what we're looking for is certain points in the chart where price reverses, and once it reverses, it creates little pivot points. And if we take a straight line, we can connect these pivot points like this, and this would be our trend line because it's following price movement. This is clearly price moving in a downwards trend. Okay, but we don't just go straight down. We come down, we go up, we come down, we make a lower low, we come up, we make a higher low. We go down, we make a lower low, we come up, we make a higher low. We can then see these pivots, these areas where price turns around that acts as a point of resistance in a downward market, and then we can then take a straight line and connect these areas, which gives us a trend line. That really is what a trend line is. It's that simple. And we can do it the other way around for a bullish market. So we're looking for price to start like this, reverse, go a little bit higher, reverse, a little bit higher, reverse a little bit higher, reverse, a little bit higher. All right, these are pivot points in price. And then we can then take a straight line and connect these areas of price like so. Let's bring this one back a little bit, bring that one back a little bit, and then bring this one back a little bit. And we can see that that is an upwards trend line. Price pushing higher, making a higher low, pushing higher, making a higher low, pushing higher, making a higher low, pushing higher, and so on and so forth. That is what a trend line is. A line of either support or resistance and follows price. All right? Price can't just move in one straight line up or one straight line down. We have to have moments in the market where price reverses and retraces and consolidates. But if we notice the pivot points, we can then take a little straight line and connect those dots, which gives us a trend line. All right, now let's do some examples on a live chart. So let's delete this. Let's go back to this area right here. This is Euro USD on the 15-minute time frame. Now, trend lines can be found on any single time frame. The markets are all fractal, so whether you're trading a 30-second time frame or a monthly time frame, you will find trend lines. All right, so as you can see here, I have labeled 3 areas of price. We got areas 1, 2, 3 points. I'm going to take this trend line tool and I'm going to connect those 3 areas of price. Now, when I drew the examples, they were pretty much perfect. This doesn't really happen in live markets. They're never going to look perfect, right? There's no such thing as a perfect trend line. Occasionally, you'll see one, you'll be like, wow, this looks awesome. But in real life, when we're looking at the markets, we can see that they're not always going to be perfect. Okay, so this is one trend line. We can see we got 3 points. 1, price reverses. Point 2 makes a lower low. Price reverses. Point 3, and so on and so forth. Eventually, though, these trend lines will break, and we can see that right there. Price broke right through that trend line. Traders like to use this as confluence inside of their strategies, meaning they will use a trend line break to enter into a certain position, either long or short. All right, now I'm going to remove all drawings from this chart. I'm going to jump into the 4-hour time frame to prove that the markets are indeed fractal, and I'm going to jump to current price time. All right, today is the 23rd of July, and this is the 4-hour time frame, and already, if you guys can spot it, we have a clear trend line. Look at that. This is on the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to take our trend line tool and I'm going to connect the current highs of this price chart. Now there we can see we have our first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch, and currently as I record this video we have touched this trend line for a 5th time. Okay, so that's what a trend line is. It really is just connecting pivot areas in price where price is struggling to break through, but not as a horizontal line, more as a slope, a 45-degree slope. It can be a lot more slanted, it can be a lot less slanted, but it really is just showing how price makes one high, it comes back down, makes a higher low, it comes back down, makes a lower high, comes back down, makes a lower low, comes back down, makes another lower low, comes back up, touches the trend line again with a lower high. So we're not breaking these two highs. We keep on making lower highs as price moves down. And that, folks, is what a trend line is. Just remember, you guys can join our Discord channel in the description, or you could join our free Telegram. We also have that in the description. We have a lot of cool stuff, a lot of education, perfect for beginners that are trying to get their feet wet and understand how trading works. We're going to be covering all the simple questions that you guys have, and I really hope that you find these videos informative and helpful. All right. So with that being said, see you guys in the next one.